You won't finish.
So they
Okay.
last.
All right, I promised. Here we're the men
then they
are on
stopped
this
talking.
side of the
Did you
room.
see
Right,
that?
it's a program they
They
want to
stopped
watch.
talking.
Do we look like a TV screen? Okay, I'm with my sisters, the four of us.
Yep.
You know Carolyn, Shauna. That we are the ones that were supposed to be twins, but
Now they are.
yeah. And then Lisa. Well, I'm twins with her, and then I'm twins with her.
I'm
Well,
not,
we could be
Wait,
twins. You
I'm
know.
not
Lisa
twins
doesn't
with
want any
anyone.
twins with us.
Lisa was a superior mother to us.
Yeah.
We called her Mother Superior because she told us what to do.
I think we all have our role. The oldest sister was always watching out for us.
Yeah, and she was
Yeah.
watching, and on the other eye, she was
long will they
watching
stand?
at Rob, her husband.
Right, because he lived across the street.
Yes.
6th grade, and the marriage is still going strong.
Yeah, how many years?
55.
55,
Yeah.
55.
And then
Wow.
we were the middle children, always
You were the middle
playing. And,
children,
yeah.
mm.
And then Lisa
It's
was
a bit special.
the boss of all of
Daddy's-
us. She
and
could
Dad-
run us all.
And Daddy's favorite child.
Yeah.
Daddy's favorite little girl.
And Larry's, our brothers.
But our mother, and I said at the funeral, at my mom's funeral, that I can't believe it. My mom was the greatest. She would tell everybody she had 4 daughters, but she had 9 son-in-laws. And then later, after the funeral, my sister said, this one said, no, she had 11 son-in-laws, and now she has 12 because I got married 3 times. So did she. But I had three. I was married 3 times, but only had 1 husband. And I didn't kill him.
And he was a keeper.
Yeah,
yeah, he
was.
was.
He was good.
But he died now, so she's single.
Oh, that's okay. I'm done. I got married forever.
And then, all right, she had 7 children, 4 boys, and then I had 4 boys, but then I got a different man so I could get 2 girls.
Well,
so I have 6.
I didn't want any more.
That's
Yeah,
a good
and
point.
she has
8.
8 children. So our parents were so proud of us because we were the wonderful breeders.
And my
Yeah.
dad, on his dad's computer, who did he have?
Yeah,
Pictured?
The boys.
The boys.
Larry
And I said,
David,
Dad,
Larry David.
You do not have the breeders on there.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? So then he put the breeder pictures, and that's us.
We call ourselves that because the boys always got bragged about.
Oh, yeah. They,
Correct.
they
The
did this,
lawyer
they did this.
and the detective.
They did
And
this,
we
they
didn't
did
do
that. We didn't
anything.
do it
So we
except
went, we
breed.
gave you your posterity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were the breeders. Mhm.
So we called ourselves the breeder sister. So you probably might not get that, but
yeah. But we
That's what it
did. We were good at it.
Yeah.
you
But,
know.
but our parents had 6 children, and then they had 36
6.
grandchildren, and then
we're about 100 and close to 120 great
and
grandchildren.
Yeah.
then how many? Like
And 3.
No,
2,
there's more
3,
than that.
4,
There's 1,
2
2,
for me.
and then 1
2
for
for
me.
me.
For great.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. It was
5.
almost 6.
I gotta
but now
go
it's 5.
update the list.
Yeah, 5.
Oh, yeah.
5
Great.
Not 2 for her, just 1.
Yeah, we thought
Yeah.
there was going to be 2, but no,
False
there's only
alarm.
1.
Good.
There's
That
only
was a
1.
blessing.
Am I missing a story?
Yeah.
You are
You-
missing.
yeah.
I'm not in the loop. What the heck?
There was one that thought there might be a 1, but we didn't want that one to have 1 because
Wasn't
that
ready.
one
Wasn't ready.
wasn't time.
Yeah.
Wasn't time.
So,
Okay, sounds
yeah.
good.
All right. So we don't get together too often. So when we do get together, it's kind of busy, loud, and you have to talk louder to get your story out first. So the men, they don't even bother. They just sit back and kind of like watch and listen.
Or they sleep.
Oh, yeah.
They already took their naps for today.
They're on their phones right now.
Yeah, they're on their phones.
So that works.
The talker boy, he went to the restroom, right?
He has to go back to work.
And yeah,
No,
he had to
he
go back to
works
He works at
still.
home.
Yeah, he's younger.
And he
Her
was,
husband's
and he wore
younger.
shorts today, though. You know how they wear that good shirt.
You
And
get to
then-
wear
yeah.
that when you work
Yeah,
from home.
yeah, the nice shirt, and then he had shorts. And I said, "Oh, Paul, you have such good legs." And he said, "I thought you would say that. I am not. That's why I hate to wear shorts." Well, is he vain or what? No, he does have good legs, though. They were pretty
Oh,
white.
if Jamie,
They were really white.
if
though.
Jamie wore shorts, people would just think he should be in the hospital.
Oh no.
Yeah, see, they're all, I don't know how he bumped into so many things. And they're all scarred up.
Bruisey.
Jamie, lift your pants so we can show everybody.
No,
We're not
no,
going
no.
there.
I have to
They're
wear
all scarred
pantyhose. I have
up.
to wear pantyhose because I have varicose veins really bad. But then I don't know about the vein doctor. Don't hope he's not listening, but
He might watch me?
he might. No, he's just a little bit different, and I told Lisa
Not
this.
like
It's
us.
quite scary. No, it's just that when he
When he looks at your veins,
Yes, I
what
love.
does he do?
How
Well,
old is he?
Oh, I think he's like in 40.
Oh.
He's young. You're old enough to be his mom.
But anyway,
what does he say when he looks at your
well,
veins?
he just, no, I just think he thinks he's finding more varicose veins because they have ultrasounds. And every time you go in there, they have a different ultrasound girl and a different, person watching in it, doing
They all wanna see?
the front. No, not them. The front desk. The front desk. The front. No, they
The
don't.
front desk people look?
Yeah.
They all gather
they
around.
don't.
Come in.
They're ugly.
They're
ugly.
Where are they?
Cross-trained, they can do the
she's
ultrasound and
ugly.
answer the phone.
Show us.
Where's this doctor?
Where
I
are the
don't have
veins?
Those on. No, they're
See,
bad.
this is why
Are they
we
on
can't get together. You
ankle?
can't understand.
Adam has him too. Remember,
Where? They're at the
ankle.
Grandma and
I
mother.
don't see him.
Grandma and mother had them too. No, they did. It's hereditary. But I was
So
on
what
my
do they do?
feet a
Strip
lot.
them? What do they do nowadays
No,
for 'em?
they do laser some of them out, but sometimes they put a needle with lidocaine and then they put a needle right down them and just blow them out too.
Blow them out where? Where do they go
In
out?
the
Their
veins.
tongue?
So they go big,
Because he
big,
has
big,
to have.
big.
Oh, you
blows
mean the
them out.
blood that's in them that's
Yeah,
flowing
yeah,
out?
it burns
So
it
doesn't
out.
that make
Yeah.
a clot?
Well, then you wear a compression stocking for 5 days in a row.
Did you have
Sleep
this
in
done?
them.
I've been going to like 3
I
years.
think they're trying to find more to get more
I
money.
know they are. Don't
I think
tell
it's
I'm not going to say where I go.
I
but
think it might be a scam.
I might be.
No,
Don't-
because she did have varicose.
Well,
I
did,
know, but
but
if they're finding
it's a
more
lot
and
of
more,
money.
Does it
I know
hurt?
it's a lot.
Yes,
she
it
told
hurts a
me.
lot.
Medicare doesn't pay.
Yeah, no, I have 2 insurances, so I don't pay. I don't see any.
Oh.
bills.
They saw you coming a mile away
They
because
did.
they're
Well,
like, we're gonna
it's-
find more
yeah,
veins
we
on
are.
it.
Wait
I
a
think
minute.
they are.
Doesn't having varicose veins hurt too? Don't they feel like, are they painful? Not just
They
cosmetic?
hurt now.
They did
because
it.
you got rid of them.
Yeah,
but I just
kinda.
wondered if it was
Were they
cosmetic.
causing pain before?
No, they just look bad. They're supposed to, but they just look bad. Adam has them too.
I'm
My son
skeptical
has
of
them.
I
this whole
think
My-
I'm
but-
starting
but-
to get 'em right
Because you've
too.
been going there a long
I
time.
have. And I thought
It's
it
a
was
long
done.
time.
They had my treatment, and I thought it was done.
I don't think I
They're
have
looking
any.
No,
for
you don't.
more.
See,
Looking-
I know
Because I
stuff
stood-
about Shauna
Do
because
you have any?
no, I do not.
I stood
but
on my
we both
feet a
live in
lot.
Utah. She lives
Yeah.
like an hour from me,
I
and then Angie
So
lives
now
4
they're
hours
twins,
away.
and now we're
And,
have to.
but
out
then
in
Carolyn lives
Mongolia.
really
yeah,
far
right,
away.
really far away in Oregon.
But we used to live by where we used to live.
At
where
one
she
time, we
lives.
lived on one town.
We did. When my husband
When we were
died, we
born.
all lived. We
And
all
there's a
lived by
couple
each
of
other.
times in our pregnancies that we were all pregnant at the same
Yeah.
time. 1978.
We had the
Yeah.
78ers. All of
We have
us have a
78ers.
78er.
and we have cousins all born in that year.
Was it
What's
Trevor?
another year?
Who was it? What was it?
Nine.
I don't know. There's another one.
Was
we
it?
can't
Wait,
remember.
Malia. I thought it was Malia and
Adam,
Adam and
Kirsten.
Kirsten and is it
That's
Larry?
81.
Neil.
It's 81
No,
and
is it
2.
Neil?
then.
Was, I
oh,
thought-
maybe it was our sister-in-law that was pregnant
Yeah, I
that
think
year.
it was.
Because I don't think you had one.
Was it
maybe.
Neil or was it? Not Alicia.
Erica.
Erica.
Yeah, it was Erica.
We
Yeah.
have troubles with names. You know how many
We
names
have
are in the
trouble.
Do
family?
you know
A
how
lot of
hard it is
doubles.
to find a name in this big of a family that nobody else
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have
Doubles.
doubles.
There's
We have a
doubles.
lot
So
of
we
doubles.
have some doubles
double
now.
birthdays.
Yeah.
Dad
Yeah.
would keep track of the double birthdays.
Except no, but except these girls all have a middle name that are named after people. Me, I was
Oh,
not.
you don't.
I was not, and I told them, why don't you name me after anybody?
What'd she
Who
say?
was I named
what-
after her? I
Well,
think
your
my
first,
mid- my first name's
well, your
after
first
my
name
father.
is
Carol.
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 Ann.
Not everybody gets
Carol
their
Ann.
name
No,
after
Carol
their
Ann.
father when you're a
I know,
girl.
yeah.
But
But
Dad's
Our
name was
dad's
Carol.
name was Carol, and it was not fun for him growing up. He he was a little tiny guy, and then on top of
played-
that, they named him Carol.
And he played a
And played a
violin.
And he played a
Yeah.
violin, so those were 3 whammies against him. He kind of had to be a scrapper. He kind of had to defend himself because they would make fun of him. But he didn't really go by the name Carol. He went by Cuddy, and that's a name we've never seen anybody else have.
But
You named
now
yourself- oh
But
yeah.
they're
we're
starting to
getting the great grandchildren.
Well, they're
the
naming
middle
him
name.
after our
and the-
dad.
the
But
middle
I mean,
name.
when he was growing up, when we were growing up, we never knew anybody with the name of Cuddy. Cuddy. And he said, "Where did you get that dumb name?"
Yeah.
And he said he just named himself that.
He couldn't say Carol, so
Carol
then
or
he called
something.
himself Cuddy when he was
and it
little.
just stuck,
Stuck,
his
yeah.
whole
But
life.
But-
people get mixed up with that name because I remember we moved over to the coast in Oregon and we were going to play volleyball and he was with our church. He was over everybody and we were waiting for him to get there. And my friend said, "When's Corny coming?" And I go, "Who?" And she said, "Corny." And I go, "My dad? It's not Corny, it's Cuddy." But he was kind of corny.
He was corny, Joe.
So yeah, he got his name mixed up.
But he
sometimes, too.
taught us girls. when you're naming your children, do not name any boy that has a girl name.
Yeah.
Do not name a girl with the boy name.
Yeah,
You know,
he really didn't like that, and the only reason he let Mom call me Carolyn was she spelled it with a K,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then they thought if she spelled it with a K, nobody would just call me Carol, because that was going to be his pet peeve. Because people
didn't
all
want
my
that.
life have kind of like they don't know me and they see my name, they go Carol, and I just don't answer to it because it doesn't sound
That's
right.
not your name.
But the bad thing about doing that is some of you have probably gone through it too. Is nobody can spell your name. And so it's always
Nowadays, the weird
misspelled,
spelling,
and you
yeah.
can never go find your name
On a
anywhere
magnet.
on a magnet, on anything.
Well, his middle name was Neil, so the N, Carol N,
and I was
because
born
he was
at
Carol
Christmas
N.
time, so
Yeah.
they thought,
Christmas
it goes along with
Carol.
Carol.
Well, my mother said that the reason why she named me Sue, the middle name Sue,
She's part Indian.
is-
Oh, I
yeah,
shouldn't
right,
say
right.
that.
Oh,
I'm not supposed to say
you
that
didn't say
anymore.
that. Is because she Carolyn was KK, Carolyn Christine, KK, and then me,
Oh,
like the
Shauna
KK, and then me, Shauna Sue, SS. Oh, what's that have to do with what?
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm
Oh,
LL,
Lisa
Lisa
Louise.
Louise.
I love that. I didn't
Yeah,
know that. I
Angela
just
May.
realized it. But it was a few years later when I told Shauna, we were maybe teenagers, Shauna, I never really liked your name.
I know nobody can.
Shauna
And, yeah, I knew
Sue.
that, and nobody can pronounce it
I
ever.
love the name.
Oh, I hate it. I hate it
Shauna
too.
Sue. No, I
Hate
just
it.
didn't like the combination.
No, I don't like my
it.
first name. I hate it. Everybody
I
could
love
not
it.
pronounce it. It's ugly. It
I
sounds like
like
an
all
old
their names.
party-warty name. or
But she
something.
got named after our mom, because our mom's Mary Ellen, and she's
Oh, I got
Angela
Mary.
Mary.
And she
Angela
was an
Mary,
angel.
and she was a
Oh.
Christmas
And she's an
time.
angel.
And she was always the
because
little favorite.
We're only how
perfect
many
girl.
months apart?
She came with wings.
You and me?
Yeah.
She was a
21.
perfect child.
Because you're how old now? And I'm blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Right. See?
21 months apart.
Angie doesn't have any problem telling her
No,
how old
yeah,
she is. She
69.
says it all the time. I just
But
don't-
Shauna and I flew together one time,
Oh,
and the man didn't recognize us to be sisters.
Of
And
course
so
not. You
Shauna
look so much alike.
Shauna went up there to fix the tickets, and he goes, "Your partner over there, she needs to come up too." Now I don't know what they meant because we were not married, but we're partnered. He didn't know we were twins, so we said next time we fly, we're gonna have shirts that say sister and arrows, sister, and then we're gonna tell him that we're 80.
They
So
look
that
really good for your age.
so then people will think, oh, they look
Well,
so
did
good.
a good
no,
idea.
I did that when I was in Hawaii. My grandsons had to carry me down
Oh,
this hill, and because I couldn't walk, it was just steep like that. And we were going
Yeah.
on the beach, and
And you did
Yeah.
tell what clothes you
Yeah,
wore. Did you
and-
have the right clothes, hiking boots and
No, I
stuff?
didn't have any.
I know.
Did you have a nice
I
lounge dress
think
on?
I did, and my one son,
moo-moo.
yeah,
Yeah.
a moo-moo probably. And my son said, I said, what is this? He said, oh, it's where the old Pearl Harbor general lived, and this house. He said, and this is his own beach, and it's
You're
I
gonna
said,
go there.
really?
You were on a private
Yeah,
beach?
yeah, we were. And I
Did you
said,
sneak
wow.
down there?
I said, we did because the trail was rocky and I almost fell. Then my grandboys, 3 of them just picked
Lifted.
me up. And, as I was going screaming, and they said, Grandma, do not scream. You're not going to
It was
let you-"
scary?
Yeah.
Did they do like this and have the bench
No,
and carry you
I
like
know
that?
they all just
Your
their
arms?
arms and just pick me up at the bottom and then kind of embarrassed. Don't
Oh,
tell
she's little.
I want a
too.
video.
Yeah, they just well, I have it there. But no,
Oh.
like my grandboys, they will do everything for me.
They
That's why I'm
do.
sad they're not going to on that cruise. I was going to go
Yeah,
with these
she was
guys.
gonna
They
go.
would do everything. They would feed me.
They weren't going to go with
They
us.
cut
so-
my meat for me, but my girls, my grandgirls,
My
forget it.
goodness.
Forget
Oh,
it.
the boys
They're
treat
nice,
you
but
better.
I raised boys, and I'm so much better with boys than girls. Boys are so easy.
Because
Yeah.
she lives with 4 granddaughters.
Yeah, the
And I'm
granddaughters.
critical. I'm a grouchy grandma.
No, you're
She's
not.
not.
I'm
She's
critical. I
not.
get in
No,
trouble.
you're
They
not.
just take it wrong.
They do. Well, the parents are real sensitive.
They might watch this.
No, they don't watch it.
No.
They wouldn't. I'll tell them not to watch
Yeah.
this one.
Oh, then they'll be sure and not watch it.
You know, they're too busy doing other things.
Oh.
They're busy.
Yeah.
They went to sport. The
They're
girls all went.
athletic.
Yeah, the girls all went to because Adam even said, that one son said to me, I didn't say his name. He said, why did I have all girls?
girls.
I'm an athlete.
Uh,
I said, well, you never know. And they're all athletes except Stella.
Yeah.
Stella plays piano and she likes to act.
but they didn't get it from our side of the
No.
family.
No,
We're
they
not
got it from-
athletic.
None of us
No,
were
they didn't. So
athletic.
then But then the girls are really cute and they're nice and
Blondes.
they're smart and they like to use my
Are
bathroom.
any of you athletic?
Huh?
My our neighbors, they're kind of older, and he was pulling our garbage can up because he would do the whole street, and
Is he
fell.
athletic?
No,
Oh.
he might have been. I don't know. I've only known him when he was old. So I went out to go save him, and because the garbage can, it was my garbage can. So I said, "You are not allowed to do this
Right.
anymore." And then I
fall
went,
down?
yeah, and cut himself and everything. It was a couple years ago, and I went running up to their house. What did his wife say? I knew something was wrong when I saw you running.
Oh no.
You're right, because
You're
I
out-
wouldn't be running unless
you're
something
out
was
there.
wrong.
You're good, you're-
Or an animal's chasing me or something.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be
Yeah.
running. No,
Oh,
no.
no.
We weren't known for that. We did sing. We all sang when we were
Well,
young.
they
She
sing.
lip sync.
No,
Yeah.
you
No,
sang too. But
Well,
we did have
we
a
did
singing
sisters.
sister.
We did
Yes,
sing the
sisters,
Carpenter
we did that,
song
yeah.
once.
Mom played the piano,
Yeah.
and our dad loved to sing. He had a really good voice.
He did.
And so we had a musical family. You know, Larry sang.
Yeah, our brother
brother
played the
did
guitar
taught
and
us
wrote
to
songs
sing.
and
And
sang.
she
Yeah.
plays the
We
piano
performed
really
at
good.
weddings.
I played the kazoo.
Oh
Really
no,
good
there's
at
the
it.
fly I was trying to zap with
Shauna
the
has a
zapper
really
thing. It's gone
beautiful
now.
Well, not to anymore.
soprano voice.
She
isn't
does.
It's very pretty.
seen
So
very
anyway, we have that we have memories of singing.
Yeah, I'm always music. Record player in the house.
Well,
mother-
Doris
music.
Day,
Oh,
West
yeah.
Side
We were
Story.
raised on 40s music and 50s, and so
Yeah.
we know all the
All
old
those.
songs.
But we know we like musicals too.
Yeah,
we do.
like
Oh, my
old
husband does too.
No.
And we will watch them and
Yeah.
sing
West
them.
Side Story. We know all the songs.
I went to bed the other night and Shauna was staying, and she and Paul stayed up and watched Brigadoon. But I
That
went
was
to
good.
bed.
The original one. It was good. It was
Yeah.
really good.
I
It was
go
really
back
good.
and look for them too. You can't find them very
No.
much.
We
anymore.
buy them on Amazon. They're cheap.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
get like a whole set of them.
Oh.
Really?
Of like are they on DVDs?
Yeah.
Where do you store them?
I have the records.
Most of them are out in the motorhome
I
because we
have a
watch
lot
the
of
DVDs in
records
the
that are
motorhome.
with them. I have Camelot. I have
Oh,
Flower Drum Song. I
gosh.
have,
Oh yeah.
Flower drum song.
Yeah,
Our
we have a good
favorite.
story
We
about Flower
never,
Drum
we never
Song.
got to hear that. See
We
the
might
end
not
of
tell
it.
that story.
I think I told them we never got to see the end of it.
No,
No,
we didn't.
that's my candy bar story.
Yeah.
Because mothers,
Milky
you have,
Way?
yeah, you have to eat all your lunch. And I lied and threw it away and said, yes, I ate all my sandwich.
And then
So
you
then
ate
I
the
got
Milky
to eat the candy bar, and then I was sick throwing up
And
during
Dad
the
wouldn't
movie.
leave.
But didn't
we
we-
were
You
at the
got a
drive-in.
you
We were
got
at
a
the
candy
drive-in.
bar?
Yeah.
I never
I
got a
remember
candy
having- I
bar.
remember
You were,
that.
it was your nap
I
time,
don't
We
maybe.
were at the drive-in.
Yeah. Well, how did you get that?
Get
How
what?
did you get a
The
candy,
candy
bar?
bar.
At the drive-in?
I don't
Why didn't
remember
we
a
get
sandwich.
one?
Well, I
We got those
after
stupid
lunch.
dots that were in the box. And
No,
we had
it
to share
wasn't.
'em.
It wasn't at the show. It was after my
Oh.
lunch. I got it.
And that's
so
what made you sick?
maybe you guys were in school and she was taking a nap and I got special treatment.
Or you slept
Well,
in?
I should have had one when I got up, but I never
No,
got
mother didn't work like that.
We're still mad over a candy bar. Maybe we should go buy
We didn't
one.
have a lot of treats.
No, we
well, I
didn't.
did.
They know
Wait.
about
Oh, I
our
did.
cake.
No,
They know
I,
about the cake.
I got more treats than probably
Yeah.
all of
You
you.
got to go
Especially
to the
at
store
Blind
with Dad.
George's.
And with
Especially at Blind George's.
Dad, don't tell your mother. Don't tell you got
Well,
candy. Look what I got. You know, we had to see that every time.
Dad would go to this one store to
get
get the
in there.
paper or something, and we couldn't go. But Lisa wouldn't take no for an answer, so she literally chased after the car, and he would stop and
Pick
get
her up.
and then she'd get a treat.
I had a reason to run back then.
She was almost an athlete. But
If he just kept doing that, you would have been across
They would
country
have had
runner.
like chasing cars.
No, one time Sean and I were teenagers, you know, older. She's driving, we're leaving. And Lisa wanted to go with us, and, you know, we're ditching her. You didn't shave your legs.
We'll have to buy
You're
her
not going with us. Your legs are hairy. I remember looking at that.
And we'll have
Get
to
your
buy her-
feet away from me. Your legs are
Yeah,
hairy.
we'll have to buy her something.
Yeah. So it must have been the time of year there's water in the gutter in the front. So Shauna's driving and went through the gutter and splashed her while she's running, right?
I didn't
And
do it on
she
purpose.
just stopped and, you know,
Was she chasing the car?
yeah.
I didn't do it on purpose.
No, then another story. After a wedding reception, was it Larry's or Karen? I don't know who's. It wasn't.
I didn't
Karen.
have
No.
a wedding reception.
And
Yeah,
Sean
right.
and I were cleaning up the church, and we had the big bucket of punch in the back of the station wagon.
Oh, shoot.
And it was the seat was down, you know. Shauna's driving, and we're coming down, downhill to the stoplight turn, and she slams on the brakes, and we look back. Here's that big 5 gallons of punch rolling this way. It hit the back of the seat and all over us. And it was so
I
sticky.
missed this story. Where the heck
Oh, it was
That
funny.
sounds like I Love
Oh,
Lucy.
whose car was it?
It was that, was it the yellow one with
the ugly
the fins? Yeah.
Or maybe the turquoise one. Wasn't the car like about this color,
Maybe.
I think?
Well, the thing is, I think that Dad bought the ugliest cars he could find when we were teenagers to drive. You know, the family car.
Oh, we got the
green-
Toyota when I was
The green station wagon. It was
teenager.
hideous,
Well,
and the yellow
you never
one.
got the experience of begging Larry to take you with him, and he didn't want to because he was Mr. Cool.
Yeah.
He was like the student body president of our whole school, and I was like in 9th grade or something, 10th grade or something, and he didn't want to be seen with his little sister. So Mom would say, "You're not going unless you take your sister." You know how moms are. So I'd be like, so I'd get in the car and we'd get out of the driveway, and he goes, "If you're going with me, you have to lay down."
Oh,
So I'd have to lay on the floor, so it looked like we're in a 1958 green station wagon.
ugly
This
thing.
is not a dating car for any stretch of the imagination. So he's going down. You know how you probably don't unless you're old as us, but we used to drag, and you would just drive down one street, go up another one.
Well,
you just
one
do
way,
that
our
all
town.
the time. and
Our
all the
town was one way
teenagers
this way,
just
one
rode-
way this
So
way.
he was doing that, and he pulls up to a stoplight, and he's looking. He's got his arm across the seat, and he's driving like this.
Cool.
And he looks over, and there's a bunch of girls in this car right here next to us. So he's looking at him, and I pop up and sit right next to him. And he doesn't know I'm sitting right. And he's got his arm on the seat, like,
Yeah,
you know.
like,
And then, you know, because he thinks he's being Mr. Cool, looking at those girls, and here's his sister sitting right next to him.
Did he hit you?
Oh, he was really mad.
Did he ever hit you though?
No.
He wouldn't be allowed
Larry
to.
was not he never, I don't remember him ever being physical.
Yeah.
He could shame you with his tongue.
Yeah,
That's how
true.
you came into Journey. He could
Yeah.
whip you with his tongue. Just make you feel about.
But we were sad today. We were all together, and David,
Yeah.
our youngest brother, wasn't here.
Yeah, Larry
so-
was here, and we didn't even get very many pictures. And
No.
so sad. I was like, what were we thinking?
Well, he had to leave, so
Did he
he
get-
wasn't here very
Did we
long.
get any picture of him?
I didn't.
No.
I did. I
I
took a
didn't.
few.
Oh,
Rob
good,
took
good.
one, so we got some, but
He
it
lives-
wasn't a lineup like
He
this.
lives
so.
between Shauna and I, so he's like
Shauna.
a.
But he's rarely
He lives
there.
right
and
in Salt
another-
Lake. He lives
yeah.
right in
Yeah.
Salt Lake.
But he's rarely there. He's gone a lot.
He
Yeah,
travels a
travels.
lot.
He just got back from Scotland for 3 weeks.
So we got to hear about it.
Yeah, we got to hear the adventure and trying to fly in and out of airports, and his electric car.
Yeah,
That
episode.
sounded like a
In
nightmare.
Scotland.
Sounds like we don't want one.
No,
No.
He had no place to plug in the middle of
Well,
nowhere.
plus in Afton it's too cold.
Yeah.
Your batteries would freeze.
Yeah.
Oh,
and-
that's right.
Yeah.
Hasn't he addressed any of those kind of problems? That's
Yeah.
interesting. Anyway,
I like gas
Well-
in my car. It's just fine.
yeah.
if we could
So-
afford it.
Yeah. So as long as our cars keep going, we're gonna be happy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And so, but Sean and I both have the same kind of car.
We
Subaru.
do?
The
Subaru.
Subaru, yeah.
We
Subaru.
do.
Except
Oh.
I like them okay, but I think it looks like
Yeah.
modern day station wagon.
And they're not that cute.
Oh,
I
you
know.
didn't want a
They're like
station
little
wagon
mini
car.
SUVs, I think.
Yeah,
They are. No,
they
they
are.
are. They're good.
Station
They do
wagons.
kind of look like station
Yeah,
wagons
they
a
do.
little
They're not
bit.
real
They do.
tall.
They're
Those station
way.
wagons are.
And
They-
mine kind of looks like a bigger station wagon. I have a Hyundai Santa Fe,
Uh-huh.
and it
I
looks
have
kind of
piece
like a
junk,
big
but it gets
station
40
wagon.
some
Yeah,
miles a
sure.
gallon. But I'm not getting rid of it because it's paid off and it gets 40 some miles a
Yeah.
gallon.
Mine's paid
so
off
I'll just
cheap.
keep it.
Yeah, mine's our cars are paid off.
Well, but Jamie wants to get a new one
Really?
and have our Subaru be his work
should.
car that he'll
Oh.
trash. Yeah,
No.
but I don't want a car payment.
But I don't think he's going to
No.
have a job much longer. So.
Yeah, he does. We don't need two cars if he
Exactly.
doesn't have to go up
What's
to the
wrong
ranch.
with the butterfly car?
Well, I don't think anything.
Your red car?
Yeah,
I
it's
forgot
his
about
car.
that little car.
Well, the problem is the grandkids. Sometimes I have to ride in it, and it's a stick shift.
Oh.
So, like Credence, he thinks it's a sports car, and I'm driving really fast.
Oh,
So I like to rev it and shift, and he goes,
Yeah.
"Grandma, don't go so fast." I'm not. It's only 20. You know, I mean, we're not.
But he's never seen anybody
No,
shift.
so
Oh.
he just thinks Grandma is the sportiest
We all
driver.
learned on a stick shift,
Yeah, we knew how.
and we made. At least I did. We did.
Yeah.
We made sure all our kids when they got their driver's
Right.
license.
And
they
I've
all knew
taken
how
the
to drive it.
grandkids in that to teach them.
Yeah.
Parker and Connor and Brianna. Anyway, I taught them how to drive because I said, you have to know. You might come across
You
somebody.
might want to steal a car someday.
Yeah.
And it will be a
Right,
stick
right.
shift.
And
You
I
won't
read
know
this
how to
story that the guy got hurt on a tractor,
Oh, yeah.
and they got to get, and the truck was a stick shift,
They didn't know how to
Oh,
get
and
it.
he didn't know how to drive it. I said, you got to be
Gotta
prepared,
know.
you know.
You do.
I learned how to drive Dad's Dodge Dart. I think it was a '65 Dodge Dart, and it was in the field behind our house on the
Because it was
coast.
my old car.
Yeah, it was your old
Oh,
car,
that's right.
and it was a
It was
3-speed.
up here.
It was a 3 on the tree, as they call it,
Yeah.
you know. And so I learned. I thought I could drive it really good. So then one time,
took it out.
Dad said, you can take it into town, you know, and take your friend. And so I was really excited. And
She
so
was spoiled, remember? Spoiled.
so
Yeah,
in
said
where
no.
we lived in Oregon, it was A&W. You would cruise up Chetco Avenue, then go through the parking lot of A&W. And so there was cute guys there from school, and so I'm driving and I'm thinking I'm really cool. And then I kill it in the parking lot and I can't get it to go. So one of the guys had to come and help
Did you
me
do
and
it on
show
purpose?
me. No, I really didn't. I thought I was going to be cool and drive through, but then I stalled it.
You probably got
And you
more
couldn't get it
attention.
in the first.
I didn't know how to do the
Clutch,
clutch really good
yeah.
because I got a little nervous because
Yeah.
of the cute guys. So then they had to come out and show me what I had to do.
Oh, you got to be the help.
Well, tell them about when you
Please
worked
help
at A&W and how it was a really advantage for her because she could tell Mom she was working.
But really, the boys were
She
coming
got
to see
off
her.
at 10, but she really got off at 8.
I didn't know
Oh,
that.
really? I didn't know that.
I didn't know this story.
Yep. Our sister was a little swindler there. And was like,
But then
I
my
think
mom
it's
and my
another word.
sister came in when I was working there, and when you worked taking the trays out, I didn't roller skate, I don't do that.
No.
But you had to take the trays out of food. Then they came in there and they gave me 2 cents. I didn't know. That
a
meant
tip?
2 pennies. It meant you're not worth 2 cents. So that was a
Your
nice
tip.
tip my mom and my sister gave me.
We had
You
to
remember
harass
that?
her a little bit.
Oh,
No, I
that's
have no
mean.
memory of that.
oh,
You would
darn.
remember it, but I don't remember that.
And then
that
her
sounds
little
like something
boy-
Mom would do, though.
Her
Yeah.
little boy, though, he used to call it AIW. And I'd go, Shane, it's A and
wouldn't
W.
believe it.
AIW. No, it's not
He wouldn't believe it.
AIW.
And when Emily was little, she had a little Lassie doll. And, you know, we watched Lassie, L-A, you know, S-S-I. Anyway, she said thought it was Glassy. I said, no, it's Lassie. No, it's Glassy.
Oh,
And she didn't know her alphabet or how to read, so I couldn't prove it to her that it really starts with an L, not a G.
So
Anyway, that went on and on till the neighbor girl stole it. Stole the little Lassie doll, the Barbie Lassie
Why
doll.
did you do that?
She stole a whole bunch of things and said they were hers.
Ew.
No, I knew Emily's. I took pictures of Emily's dolls. I knew her
You
dolls
know her
well.
dolls.
You did an
You should go
inventory?
get 'em
Yes,
back. You
we
should
had
get 'em back.
Photoshop. No, I put a blue dot on every one
Oh,
of
that
her
was
Barbie
smart.
dolls
That
and
was
all the
smart.
Barbie things.
How'd you think of that?
Because then we could say, no, it's mine. Look at the bottom.
Did
There's
you
a
do
blue
that
dot.
after she stole?
Yes.
Oh, I was not
So then
before.
we could prove because
Oh.
I was very, you know, I
that was
lived
pretty
through her with the dolls.
Oh, you're
I
supposed to
would've
yawn
found a new
probably, huh?
friend.
Oh,
I've never
no.
done a YouTube video, so I didn't know if you could yawn.
You can just about do anything.
Yes, you
Well,
can.
you can't pick your nose.
No, you can't. Kyler did. Kyler did the
With
mask. The
with
mask.
the mask
Yeah.
on, little
You can
credence.
pick them if you have a nose, if you mask on, right?
Well,
Angie blows her nose
yeah,
a lot on those
because
tissues.
I have post
like I said,
nasal,
anything goes.
and I didn't realize. And the lady goes, "You have 4 tissue boxes around your, and you keep using your hand." I said, "Oh, I do," and so she cured me of it because
It's
now I
good to
get a
have it.
tissue. Yeah, you don't know it until you watch it back. You don't know
Then you
your
go,
habits.
why did I do that?
Oh, I say anyway a lot. You know, you learn.
Oh,
I watched other
We probably
YouTubers
all
say that.
do.
Yeah, you don't know until you
At
really.
least we're not those people that go like every other word.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And they start the sentence with a like I, you know.
And every sentence, I mean, there's 3 likes.
Well,
in
I
one
saw one
sentence.
guy, and it just offended me because they are vaping while they're
Ew,
videoing.
I'm not watching
yeah,
that.
and I didn't want to see that, so I didn't watch him anymore. But if you vaped, you wouldn't care. But I don't vape,
No,
so
me
my
neither.
granddaughter did it on a Facebook. I mean, a FaceTime, and she wasn't even, you know, she's 18 or something, and talking to me, and she started vape. I was furious.
Well, not all vape is.
I know, but I
Bad
still,
stuff.
I still
But I
said,
get what you're
yeah.
saying. I don't.
And I said, don't you ever do that in front of me again. You can vape all you want, but not in front of me, because
Not in front of Grandma.
it worries me that your lungs are going to get, you know.
Yeah.
And I said, lungs do not like smoke. I don't care if it's campfire smoke,
No.
fire smoke.
Well, they try to say it's steam, but a lot of the things
Yeah, I know.
that you worry about is the particles of metal that's in those that can go into
They
your
say it's
lungs.
worse.
Yeah,
than-
it
you
is.
know?
I
It
have
is.
looked
It
at
is.
that.
And you get some kind of lung.
Oh,
What
yeah,
is
you
it?
do.
Glass lung? I don't know what it's
Something,
called.
but it,
Yeah.
and it's
Shauna's a nurse, so we always
Yeah.
call her about
Oh.
everything.
Well, Tyson said
What does
he
this mean?
worked in the medical a little bit.
yeah, he did.
And they had to flush. What do they do to lungs? Flush them, or anyway, he got to see this, and he said, "If I don't know why anyone would smoke if they saw
Yeah.
that,
Well,
you know."
and it does irreparable damage
Yeah.
to your lungs too.
And like Cameron, he smoked at a period when he was younger,
yeah.
and he gets colds worse.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
it gets
yeah.
into pneumonia, and he's damaged himself. So
It does.
and Jamie's damaged himself, his lungs.
Because
He didn't smoke.
No, he did. He breathed in masonry, sawing the bricks. He didn't wear
he
masks.
What about
mask,
pesticides? Did he use pesticides with his
I
farm?
Yeah,
Right,
he's
Wallace.
probably sterile
well,
now.
that weed.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't drink them.
You're not gonna be able to have kids
I
now
think
anymore.
drywallers have
Yeah,
that in their
that
voice,
does.
what about the
you know.
wheat?
Yes, and the doing the hay and breathing in
Did he
all the.
fall in a?
Oh no, he fell off of the
In the barn, wasn't it?
4 stories, right on his back,
What'd
and
you
there was a
land on?
curb, a cement curb, and he fell right on that.
Oh,
And broke
come he didn't
ribs.
die?
He should have.
He could have.
His
4
sister's a
stories?
nurse, and she said, well, it wasn't probably
I'm
4.
kind of like a cat with 9 lives, and I've
You are.
But she
you
said
are.
Mine
his
only have one
his
I'm
ribs
down to
all
the
got
9th
hurt,
one
and
now,
she
so I
said
gotta
that
quit.
it broke from the diaphragm or something. She said
oh, that
that
could
died.
do it.
They died of that. Yeah, but he
Yeah, I
didn't.
got the diaphragm all ripped off.
It
Oh,
wasn't
no
his.
wonder
Oh.
that would
Yeah.
repair itself.
So
I like those.
it's
that's cute.
a miracle. He's had a lot of almost dying
You might be
things.
down to the last life.
Yeah,
with
he
all
needs
his-
to.
Yeah, I'm down to
But
the
we
last
were
9
fortunate
lives.
this
Do you have
year.
life insurance?
No, we were fortunate this year because the raccoons got into the orchard,
Oh no.
and then
And the
Alicia.
squirrels got in there and ate all the strawberries.
I'm telling the story. You always tell
He
the
told the
punchline.
punchline.
And so they were saying that
Read the books from the back.
you know, he had a heart attack when he was picking strawberries that time.
Oh,
And so
good.
I don't like him to do it again. I'm worried. And sunstroke, and you know.
He could have a
And
stroke,
so I would always pray that
He's up
he
there
won't.
by himself.
Yeah,
There's
and he
nobody
doesn't
there.
take his phone, and so I'm
You
praying.
take your phone.
And
that
you're
he
not taking up
won't-
water.
He should get an Apple Watch, and if you fall really hard, it'll send out a
Barely
warning.
use his
He
phone.
won't.
I have been taking my phone.
Oh,
Lately.
good.
What about
Good.
water though? Are you taking your water?
He drinks out of the hose.
Oh, we used to do that when
That's
we were
why,
little
he's,
kids.
that's why he's doing so good.
Well,
Yeah.
we don't do water at in our town because it's like the irrigation water, so it has all the animal.
Your drinking water?
Floaty.
And then the water
Oh, the
outside,
irrigation
the
water. Oh, I was like,
outside.
oh, I'm never
In-house.
drinking
that
water
comes
at your
into your
house.
home? The irrigation water comes into
No,
your
the
home?
hose.
No,
It's just a-
outside water.
Oh,
So
you wouldn't
then
drink
I
out of
was,
those.
city
I'm
water,
always
gotcha.
hoping that Jamie won't go up pick strawberries. I don't pick them because there's snakes in
No,
it.
I'm not doing
And
that.
then
I
they
would
say,
even
oh, we
think-
saw this 3-foot long
I'm
fat
not going-
snake in the strawberries. They're all happy
Okay, I'm not
about it.
going
And
there.
I'm like,
Not going there.
sorry, it won't hurt you.
No,
yet.
I always,
Yeah.
I always tell
You can die
everybody,
of fright.
why
Yeah.
do you like snakes when in the Bible Satan was a snake?
Yeah. So anyway, then they, those raccoons and the squirrels ate all the strawberries. I was praying.
It was a blessing.
And it
Yeah,
helped.
plus-
Look, he's still alive now.
Yeah,
He didn't
yeah.
die this
I
year.
want to see a squirrel get a little strawberry.
Strawberry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you sure it
Just
was
put
a
it in
squirrel?
his cheek and
Just
around
watch a
off.
movie. Just watch
Are
a
you
movie.
sure it was a squirrel?
I've
Well,
never
the
heard of
squirrels
squirrels
got the
eating
strawberries, and
strawberries.
then they found little holes, and then they filled them up with strawberries. And
Oh,
covered
they're
them up.
saving
I'm gonna,
them.
that's not
They're
gonna
drying
last all
them.
winter.
They're drying
They'll be
them.
Are you
fermented.
sure it
Moldy.
wasn't
You're
little,
gonna get drunk.
sure it wasn't little
You're gonna
mice
have
that
drunk
did that?
squirrels.
But did you hear what his son does, Clint? I told Clint he should get a little kitty for a pet. No, he feeds the ground squirrels almonds. He buys them cashews and almonds.
Oh, I wanna go
Good
there.
nuts. I know. And I'm like,
Shoes, they cost a fortune.
I know. But he doesn't have
You
any
think that's
children.
squirrel food?
He wants to see which one they like the best. And
Well,
stuff.
does he have-
No, but they don't eat them. They go hide them everywhere.
We should
So
go
he's,
see if we can find them.
he's
because that sounds like a
burying
good
his
step.
Does he
almonds.
have names for them? And
I
stuff?
asked, no, but he has a whole phone full of pictures. And last year at the reunion, he had
squirrels?
show me all the squirrel
Maybe
pictures.
he needs children. Maybe.
And,
No, he does not. He
and
lives
I'm
on
like,
holy
and in
ground.
this one here,
I know
and
where
this
he
one here.
lives, yeah.
And now we don't know. I'll keep you in touch. You got to stay tuned because he's dug a big hole 20 feet deep.
And he won't tell anybody
what it's
why.
for.
What?
And he had to build a
Maybe
ramp
it's for
to
storage.
it to get
What
out.
is it, Jamie?
He doesn't
doesn't
know.
know. We
We
don't
don't
know.
know
Well,
if it's going to be a bunker.
What is it?
He used a backhoe to dig down as far as it go. Then he made a ramp down.
We
so he
get
gets
that,
the
but we
backhoe
don't know
lower.
what it's for
And then he has to shuffle the dirt out.
2 times.
by hand.
He brings the dirt out into this place up here he dug out.
I
and
think
then he
he's
has to
making
get
a
out and
swimming
take the
pool.
dirt.
It rained, it filled with water, Jen.
Oh,
Oh, see, it's a pool.
So we're just waiting on it to see what
Is that a
happens
rolling?
next.
I need a roll.
We don't know.
So we'll keep you in touch what he's going to do. But I'm thinking he's going to get caved in on.
Yeah, it might.
And will the walls cave in when
Yes,
he's
it
in
will,
there
I'm
if he
sure.
doesn't
He's
support
gonna
him?
Then you can
tunnel
have
into the
Lisa,
mountain.
are
You
you
can have
like
all this
needing to
silver.
take a headache pill
Yeah.
with this going on?
No, it's my medicine
We
for
thought
my
about that.
surgery.
Oh, is it
She's the
yours?
one who had surgery,
Is this
and
yours?
No, it's down here.
Oh,
and so she came to take care of her.
yeah.
And we had a good time. We just laid on the couch and watched videos. And these guys,
That's the best kind of
Perfect.
And
care.
we have really good neighbors because they brought
Oh,
us
they
these
brought the
wonderful
best
meals.
meals.
They brought
Oh.
like smoked brisket and roasted potatoes. And
man.
let's see, there was this
I
one
thought she
chicken
was here to
casserole.
cook.
Oh,
No, I
I
told
don't
him, I
cook.
said, she's older and she
I
doesn't really cook. So my friends are like, oh, we don't want your sister to have to do that. I
I
said, she
can't.
has health problems too. So then they're so sweet and they just brought the best food.
Lucky.
And then there
I'm
was
so
like
glad.
barbecued chicken and coleslaw.
That's the kind of
And-
neighbors
Did they
that
buy it?
They're just,
and
no.
brioche buns.
Yeah,
you know,
brioche
and they had
buns.
them in
Oh,
foil
well, when I had
packets.
my surgery,
I would have done Kroger buns. I mean, I just have the best
Hawaiian.
I would have
friends.
done Kraft
Yeah.
mac and cheese.
Oh, no,
And then they're calling me and texting me and
Oh.
when
just
I
so
had my hip
nice.
surgeries,
what'd they bring?
nothing.
Nobody
and then
did anything?
and then Jamie's supposed
Doesn't
to.
have the
I told you,
neighbors.
Jamie's supposed to take care of me, and so he had done something
She's upstairs.
that
She
had-
can't move.
yeah.
What'd you make for her, Jamie?
a baked potato,
Oh.
and he brought me a baked
Did you
potato.
put bacon or cheese?
No,
or anything?
just butter, and it was
Oh.
like
Oh, Jamie.
Thanks for the
Jamie,
meal.
but you're good at pork chops.
that was the next night. I just got one pork chop.
Well, and Shauna said that he made like this sauce with like
Yummy.
ketchup and soy
Yummy.
sauce.
It's
Yeah,
the
he does.
best.
It's his
I've
own
never
recipe.
heard of that.
That was yummy.
It's his own A1 sauce.
It is delightful.
A1, and what is it? Ketchup, and
soy
Worcestershire.
sauce.
Oh,
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
Mix.
She
I thought it was
hates
so.
ketchup. She's not gonna make it.
No wonder why it tastes a little funky.
Did you see that on? It was all over Facebook. The ketchup bottle and how much sugar is in ketchup. It's
It's
like half
halfway
full.
up.
I am not.
I
And
don't
a thing
ever
of
eat
I
ketchup.
don't like ketchup.
Me
You like
either.
it?
Well,
No.
that's why everybody likes ketchup because it's
Sugar.
mostly
Well,
sugar.
What do
you
you
know who
just
eats
drink
it
it?
the most? Harper Hughes drinks it the most.
I know.
Oh.
Jamie does too. It's like have a little meat with your ketchup.
Oh, man.
And
No, we don't
I've
like
seen
ketchup.
parents go like this
I
on the
know.
kid, feeding it to their kids.
Well, I remember
wouldn't.
your little
Their
girl.
potatoes.
Yes,
When
Hillary.
she came to my house to visit my boys,
Uh-huh.
and they were the 4 cousin brothers.
Yeah.
And she was kind of spoiled at my house. And then
You
she
spoiled.
had to have waffles.
Yeah.
And then she was a little bit slow.
But
doing-
you were the only one that made her waffles.
Oh,
I
yeah,
never
right.
did.
Well,
What,
she,
Emily?
Hillary.
Hillary, and you know how obsessive she compulsive.
Yeah.
So then,
Her
don't
bathtub.
listen to this, Hillary.
Yeah.
So she
Her
had the
bathtub.
syrup, and then she had to fill every one of those
Oh.
holes individually with the syrup.
No, but I went over there once, and she is in the bathtub with the water clear to the top,
Oh,
floating,
like up to
swimming,
here.
eating a waffle on the side. Sean, I go, what are you doing? You're spoiling her to death. You're just
You
eating
gave her
breakfast
waffle
in a
like you
hot
did
waffle.
that.
Well, sticky. I guess she got clean, but
Was I the lifeguard because it can't
no,
swim?
but she was doing good. She was in heaven. A hot bath with waffles. No
Well,
wonder she
Hillary-
wanted to go all the
Hillary
time.
was a little girl.
She was horrible.
Whenever she went anywhere, she literally took a suitcase
Yes,
with her.
Her
and
pink
then
Barbie suitcase
she'd come
packed.
up with
all the
"Can I
time.
go home with you?"
Everybody.
It didn't matter who it was.
She
She
was
wanted
funny.
to go home and spend the
Yeah,
night. It was
and
very
she
cute.
was.
She was cute.
Her sock problem. She drove us all
Oh,
crazy.
yeah.
You
I don't know
know.
what that is.
It's
Well,
That's
something.
like Natalie's little girl.
yeah.
She
She has
will.
a sock
She will only wear socks in the summer. She has to wear socks.
Oh.
It doesn't matter. She'll have shorts
no.
on.
Well,
or just
listen to
always
this.
socks.
Jamie's granddaughter is married to a boy, and At my house, they got in the hot tub, but they left their socks on in the hot tub
Oh,
because
no.
they said their feet were ugly.
Oh,
And so
no,
they-
they're just little girls.
Yes, look at them. Look at my granddaughter.
It's
She
just
did
little
it.
girls.
No, she's married and she
Well,
left.
she can't.
She was
was she
married,
that when she
adult.
was-
Married. Elise, married.
She's
Wait.
on the
Yeah, left her sock. They left their
How
socks
old
on.
were they?
Married.
Were
They
they
can't
worried
do- why
about
would
your
they do
cleanliness
that?
of your
Who's
hot
looking
tub
at your
or something?
feet?
And you're married. What do you
Put your
care?
head under the water. to look
They
at
were
your
there,
butt.
and everybody
Oh,
told
I
her.
don't put my head in the water. In fact, one of my grandsons,
Oh,
one
they
day, he
all
was
have
about 8 or 9, he comes in,
I'm-
Grandma, do you have enough goggles for everyone? And I'm like,
Why do you
I need goggles? He goes, for the hot tub. I said, well, I don't really swim in there.
Well,
so
I don't want to
yeah.
get in the hot tub with any children.
No.
I'm just saying.
Let's get in the hot tub. Oh yeah, they want you to get in.
And then
You
they're
want- I said
splashing, yeah.
they're supposed to be for relaxing.
diving.
No, we do not put our heads under there, and they're just splashing, jumping off the side. It's horrible.
Yeah.
I won't get in with them.
I don't even like
You
to
have
get
to
in the
be
pool.
over
Yeah.
Not to
12.
mention they don't always get out when
Well,
they need to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
They don't wear
Oh,
pull-ups.
the other grandkids told me Brinley peed in the hot tub. That's why we have to.
Empty
And then
it.
I told them they couldn't get in because the water need changed. Brinley, it's your fault we can't get in the hot tub because you peed
No,
in
you
it.
just shock it.
Oh.
You get the
No,
shock
I'm
and
draining.
throw it
It's
in.
easy to drain. I'm
Does that
draining. it.
work?
We don't ever drain ours, but I don't let the kids in the hot tub
Oh,
anyway. So
Well, what do you
look
think about
at his
shock-
face when
they
he
can
said
go.
that.
They can go in the pool,
How
but
do
they
you
don't go in the
shock
hot
it?
tub.
Me?
Huh?
No,
There's
I-
a shock oxidizer, and you just put it in there.
That's
and
why I
throw
put
it
my
in.
pool.
And it gets rid of the pee?
It like shocks all the germs in the pool.
No, I don't trust it because the calcium buildup. We have hard water.
Oh, we
And
have
the
filtered
other
water.
thing
Yeah, we have
is,
the water softener.
the other thing is,
I don't have a hot tub. Do you
it
have a
is
hot
too
tub?
hard
No.
to make
I
that
have my
water
water
new again.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
easier to
Oh,
drain it and
it
fill
Oh,
it
does it
again.
have jets?
But
It does.
Jamie designed it so it's right in that hole. You just have to
Never
open it
filled
and
your
it drains
Oh, I
out.
will.
easy.
But our
I don't
above ground
do it.
pool, I just have like the vacuum that I don't do
The
anything with
RoboVac.
it. Yeah, the RoboVac.
But I have to use shock.
And
in
then
the
I have
pool.
the chlorine feeder that just floats
I just
around.
have a
and
river
a
and
pump.
an ocean.
Yeah.
That's it.
I have a walk-in tub.
That's fun.
That's
Oh, that's
really
nice.
and it
A
has-
door like in
It
the.
goes, but I did not want to have a seat you can sit down because I like the lounge.
So what is it?
Well, it's huge, and it just you kind of just lay back.
How
and it
many
goes-
people?
What keeps the water from going
I don't know,
out
give me
up
a
in
minute.
that
Could be
Well,
door?
you go in.
She lives
and
by
then it has
herself.
the
It's only
door.
one
Has
person.
the door that you hit. You know, you
Yeah.
hinge.
And it
You hinge.
seals.
Seals. It seals. But
How?
one time I was cleaning and I forgot to seal it, and then water rushed out, so I had to clean that up good. But no,
How
then
deep can you get the water?
well, it has to be at least that high
Oh.
to do the jets.
Oh.
And are they noisy? I hate my jetted tub. It's so noisy.
Mine
No, they're not
broke.
that bad.
Did
They're not
it?
that bad.
Paul needs to put a new pump in ours because one day I was in the dining room and I had drained my tub and then I'm looking up and there's water coming down through my
no.
light in the ceiling and
Through
I was
your
like
light?
in my dining room and because my
Yeah.
hot tub's right above there
Oh,
over
no,
there
no, no.
and so I was like, why is there water dripping?
It's probably because you shock it too much.
No, I don't shock that one. That's just my jetted bathtub. No, my hot tub's outside.
Now, do you use that?
So
very
then
much?
I didn't know what was wrong, and then we
Yeah.
opened up the little door that's like this big, and Paul looked in and he said, "Oh, the pump's
Water.
leaking."
Oh no.
So he needs to replace it.
Maybe
But
because he's
that
tight.
was like 2 years ago, or
And
maybe
he still
he
hasn't
hasn't
replaced
done
it.
it. But he's a busy guy. He works
Yeah,
full
Yeah,
time.
and that's
he
not a
helps
priority.
people.
Yeah.
Well, I hate the jets. They're too noisy.
Oh
so
no,
I like
This
'em.
is a
I like
new
'em.
Yeah.
job, and it's really nice. And, but it's the don't listen to this.
right.
But Harper.
Yeah.
But the butt thing is that, and you know it comes after the butt.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Pee.
this. No, but one of my granddaughters, who's I don't think they'll watch
Well,
this,
shall
but
not be
14,
named.
Yes.
14,
Yeah.
going on 21.
She got in there.
Well,
No.
I said, so because I was gone before the tub was all finished and completed and ready to go.
Yeah.
And so then I came home and then from my trip and she said, "Oh, Grandma, I already used your tub." I went,
The
You
first
didn't even get to use
usage.
it the first time. That's
she
not
did it
fair.
on purpose.
Because she
need
has
to
a
lock
nice
your
little
door.
suite in the basement at her son's, and
Well,
so she has
yeah,
a
she
nice
said,
little
"Grandma, you have the
area.
best bedroom in the house."
Why don't you get to lock your door?
I do, but
We told her
but
to
I
get
don't
a
know, I
key.
asked-
There yet.
I asked him, "Why don't you have? Do I have a key to that door?" And he said, "Yes, but I think I have the key." I said, "Well, just give it to me."
Yeah.
And then he said, "Well, if I take it, then I'm putting the lock on the on the outside of the door. I said, oh, that's really funny.
Lock you in?
Yeah, that's really funny.
Oh.
That's really funny. He said,
That's
then,
elderly abuse.
and we're going to use that tub when you get older and you think it's your time to go. We're just going to have that be your coffin and have you be in the Han Solo
That
for the
sounds
Oh.
like that sounds like Adam.
Cement you
Her
in.
boys are
And I
always
went, oh, that'll
teasing.
save money.
Well, I always told Jamie I
Right.
wanted him to build me an armoire that was shaped
Oh,
like
yeah,
a
that'd be
coffin.
good. That'd be good. He
You
could.
know,
He could.
yeah, and I could use it now while I'm alive, and then when I'm dead, he could just lay me on top of my clothes and have the coffin. They're
Do
expensive.
you guys know the difference in a casket
Yeah.
and a coffin?
Shape is
Yeah,
like,
the coffin
yeah.
is like that, and a casket
Is
is
square. I might want to.
really?
I might need a double
Yes.
casket
Wait,
for my
explain
clothes.
that again.
Okay, a coffin is
That
like what
shape.
vampires are in, like
Yeah,
that.
Halloween.
Oh, right.
That's what a coffin
That's a
is.
coffin, but a casket is like a
A box.
rectangle.
Except for
box.
David's
It's
sister-in-law.
square.
Who,
Yeah.
Hey, David's sister who got buried in a pine box. It
They
was,
do
it was,
that.
it was beautiful.
Yeah.
And then her dead dog in the ashes
Oh,
at
and
the
that
end of
with
the
her.
feast.
Oh,
She put her
how
dog's
sweet.
ashes in
Yeah.
Well, she
liked her
didn't. She was
dog.
dead.
Oh,
The family
maybe
did.
she
Her
asked that.
husband planned it.
Well, I think people do because Levi's grandma died recently, Clara.
Yeah.
And she wanted cremated. They didn't have. They just had a luncheon at the church
Oh,
memorial,
my gosh.
and then they had the ashes, and they went home. And she wanted to be spread in her flower garden.
Ew.
Oh.
And so then they had the great grandchildren, my grandchildren, take handfuls of her ashes.
Did they have a rubber glove on?
they wear
No,
gloves?
and spray. They didn't know what they were doing.
Right, I
Forgive
bet
them
they
for they
didn't.
not do.
No,
Forgive
what
them.
they
They
do.
not. Yeah, and then Hillary, the mother of the children, is dying because she's like. But the children didn't know what they were. And
They thought
later,
they were
I told
throwing.
them, "Did you know what you were doing?" And they go, "No." I said, "That's her dead body." You were. Oh, you know, they're kind of horrified.
Traumatize them
That's
for
a
the rest
little
of their
morbid.
lives.
Yes.
That's me.
I mean,
Now-
if adults want to go spread the ashes,
Well,
but
and
have
even if
little
they had
children do it,
scoops.
or if they had a rubber glove on,
And
or something,
scoop or
because I'm kind of a
something.
Joe
Yeah,
about
oh,
that.
please.
Yeah.
With her
So
little
creepy.
hands.
But with their
So
handfuls.
creepy.
But I mean, Claire wanted that, but that's fine. But it was
You
like,
don't always get what you want.
oh, we know
Well, and then
that.
people say
don't we?
tombstone
saving
instead
money?
of headstone.
What's the difference? Buried in a lot,
The-
up and down.
Yeah, because
What
like
is
a
it?
headstone is right here in the
Uh-huh.
ground, but a tombstone is like up. It's an up.
Jamie has.
But then they'll say a graveyard, and I
Jamie
like the
has
word cemetery better
Yeah,
than
Jamie has
graveyard.
He has the triangle headstone. No,
He's
tombstone.
listening. She's
He has a
good.
tombstone. If he hears his name, he has selective hearing.
He listens.
Yeah.
Listens.
Well,
He's
that's
not
what they used to
hard of
tell
hearing.
us when I worked in audiology. If you can't get anybody's attention, say their name and they'll always.
I
hear
always
you.
would, when little kids are little and you think, oh, they might have a hearing problem. I would go, you whisper Candy, and they're in the other room, and then if they run, yeah, their hearing's fine, you're testing them.
That's what our children.
I do that to dogs.
Name of a town.
Yes,
Well,
they can.
my granddaughter has this yippy yappy dog,
That's where
Bob?
wider.
No, he's a black dog, and his name is
In fact, there's that movie.
Tito.
Tombstone.
Oh, like one of the Jackson Brothers.
Yeah, she named it after Willie Jackson.
Oh,
And
that's
she loves him. So anyway, that dog has woken me up many times. So when that dog's sleeping, I go, Tito! And he wakes up. Then I wait till he goes back to sleep again. I'm watching, right? And then as soon as he goes to sleep, I go, Tito! I'm paying him back for how many times he woke me up.
The dog sleeps so much.
I know, and he doesn't need to. And you need to stay awake so he won't be
You want
barking
them
and
to go to
stuff.
sleep,
Yeah,
otherwise
but
they're just.
they think, what do they say, dog? They work like a dog. Dog
Don't
don't work.
work.
Lazy at
Well, what about that? What's the clam one?
Lassie did.
Happy as a clam. How do you know a clam's happy?
Well, there's a place where they live
This
called the
could be a whole
Hungry.
nother video
What is it?
about
The
dumb
Hungry
sayings.
Clam?
Yeah.
Why is the clam hungry? Where did you get the clam? I don't
Well,
get that.
dog clams. They don't look
Is
happy.
that what it's
No.
called? The Hungry
They're
Clam?
horrible.
Is it the hungry or the happy?
I don't know.
Is it the
I don't
happy
know, but I'm
clam?
pretty sure we just lost everybody. We might say say goodbye.
46.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah, they say.
Especially when everybody's
But
talking
you
at
know,
the
you
same
gotta
time.
subscribe because you gotta find the end
You
of
never
the.
know you're gonna get another
you
video
gotta,
like
and you
this.
gotta be tuned in to find out what the 20-foot pit is.
Oh yeah.
Because we don't know
We'll
either.
keep you in tune.
Yeah, so stay tuned, come back in to find out what.
The continuing
And one
digging.
Yeah.
thing though, he's not, is he trying to get rid of things? That's one secret clue.
Oh.
No, but it's not somebody.
No,
who's
he
trying to
did,
get rid
but
of
he,
it.
yeah.
I think I watch IDTV too much. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm thinking in
Yeah,
a
'cause I
different
don't- that's a
direction.
sign.
They're probably trying to they're probably trying to get rid of me.
Now, did you want a
If I
coffin
was-
or a casket?
If I was out of the
To get
picture.
rid of her and all her Timu clothes.
Yeah, and
Trying to get
everything.
tea.
20 feet.
And that's why Jamie's not telling me what the hole's for.
He's in cahoots.
He knows.
He knows that's we're getting rid of all your
What the
crap.
hole is for.
In cahoots.
I'm not going to visit them because I have too much stuff too.
Yeah. We all. Do you order? She doesn't order.
She
tea.
does. She
I
has
ordered
some.
this, but it's a little pig.
I told her you could alter
It's
it.
for 2 people, not really.
You could be pregnant in it.
No, I couldn't.
We don't want any more
I
kids
don't,
ever.
I only have,
I'm glad we don't have to go through that ever.
No, we went through it a lot.
We went
so
through it a lot.
She had a baby at home.
no,
I
my
had one in the
husband did right
car.
over there delivered.
Mine were
Yeah.
all at the
That's a
hospital.
story for
I-
And
another
her
day.
baby on the hill.
Yeah, in the car. So
We have our story.
we didn't have a C-section any of us.
No, we didn't.
No.
Natural
All just-
birth, all of them.
Yeah.
One baby was mine was born like in 2 minutes, I swear. because-
Wasn't it in the
and I-
hall or
Yes,
something?
yeah, and because I took castor oil.
Oh, that didn't
Too,
do
but it
anything
didn't
for
always
me.
work.
Oh, this, I know, you have to.
Who's gonna push the
Okay,
red
I
button?
will. Because it's my
Bye,
house.
guys.
Bye, bye.